Brian Stevens.
Womadinji. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners whose land we gather on today, Wurundjeri with Woiwurrung, and pay my respects to their ancestors, elders, and all other Aboriginal people and elders here today. Before I go forward, I'd also like to acknowledge the work of the first team who actually set the framework in motion. You've done an amazing job to allow us to sit here today, so congratulations on that work. I'd like to acknowledge my elders and family, my sister who's with me today, and my nephew Matthew, who's I think the future generations to come, and community whose voices and stories have guided me to remain focused on the task at hand and maintain our cultural integrity as we move into the future. As a Gunai man whose ancestors, elders and families were deeply impacted by the oppressive government policies that controlled every aspect of their lives, this issue is deeply personal to me. I'm honoured to be elected to the First Peoples Assembly of Victoria and thank them for trusting me to represent their views and aspirations as we move toward a treaty. Our history is marked by a painful legacy of dispossession, discrimination and loss. For generations, Aboriginal communities across Victoria face the devastating consequences of colonisation and the deliberate dismantling of our cultural heritage. Our lands were taken away, our languages suppressed and our traditions undervalued. But today, we have an opportunity to pave a new path forward, one that recognises our resilience, strength and rightful place to true self-determination and to shape the future of this land and recognise our role as caretakers. A treaty represents a vital step towards reconciliation and healing and is an acknowledgement of the past wrongs committed against our mob and commitment to forging a more equitable future. For me personally, the establishment of a First Peoples Treaty signifies a sense of hope and empowerment. It means that my voice and the voices of our ancestors and elders are being heard and respected. It means that the pain and trauma inflicted upon us will not be forgotten, but rather used as a catalyst for change. It means that we are reclaiming our identity, our land and our rights. But let us remember that the establishment of a treaty is not just a symbolic gesture. It requires genuine commitment and ongoing action. The road ahead will be undoubtedly challenging, but the rewards of more inclusive and just society are immeasurable. I'm filled with hope, pride and a sense of responsibility to contribute to the ongoing journey of healing and change. Together, let us seize this opportunity to build a society where the cultural richness and contributions of our First Nations people are truly celebrated and embraced to create a brighter and more equitable Victoria, where our rights and aspirations are honoured and respected, but where we establish a path that future generations can build on to then claim their rightful place as our future leaders and elders while standing tall and proud of their culture, identity and connection to their country. Thank you. Yarrabee.